made
Yeah,
a face.
I'll tell you right now.
Oh my, what a mess.
Things don't always go the way you think they should or you hope they would. And it's no big surprise that farmers' cows get out. But I was sitting there doing a Bible study this morning. I was hoping to do a Bible study this morning and sitting there at the computer in the office, and just out of the corner of my eye, I see, a big black thing go by the window. And it took my brain a second to process, and I said, "Oh, that's a cow." So old 26, she was wandering through the front yard. She didn't bring any of her sisters with her. So old 26, she's going through the front yard, and turns out she either smelled or heard the water, and it's quite a ways away. I mean, it's a couple acres away. But her water apparently was buried and frozen, and she was thirsty. They got out and ate a bunch of hay in the barn, and then they they didn't eat a bunch, but they didn't make as big a mess as they could have, so it's not detrimental. But she decided she was going to go for a little a walkabout. She was going to go on a walkabout to get some water. So I gathered her. I ran and put my boots on, and didn't have any socks on. Had my rubber boots on, and threw a coat on. Didn't have a shirt on, so I had my sleeping pants, my no socks, rubber boots, no shirt. Threw my coat on, and had this ridiculous one of these old ridiculous army kind of balaclava deals. I don't know what the proper name for those are, but I've used them forever. So I probably look like
And it was like 10 degrees.
If it was lucky, 10. So it looked like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or something out there running around chasing. I didn't chase her. I talked to her and she went right back home. So that's one good thing about having your cows trained. But we come back in and get warmed up a little bit, and Missy is planning on making us something good to eat. So, Missy, I thought you were gonna make chili today.
I am making chili.
That doesn't look like chili.
It's not chili.
What do you got going on?
So I thought that I'd make some banana nut bread today. I had these bananas in the freezer that need to be used up. They're a couple weeks old. So I'm going to put them out to thaw. And then once they get good and thawed, I'll mix up our banana nut bread that we can enjoy later this evening. So I'm going to make some chili. I have some green peppers that I chopped up for salad the other night. And I'm going to use the remainder of those. Chop up another pepper. Chop up an onion and some garlic. Throw it in the skillet and saute it. I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. So, anyhow, I had big chunks of green pepper.
That doesn't look like it would go in banana nut bread.
It's not going in banana nut bread.
Are you making banana nut bread or chili?
Yes.
Oh, well, what is this for?
This is for the chili. I had a green pepper that I used for salads the other night that we still had some remaining. So I'm chopping it up finer so that we can put it in our chili. We don't want the big chunks in our chili. Some people might like that, but we would not.
So we're not a big chili family. I'm not a big chili person. I like chili okay, but do you think, our chili has beans in it.
Right.
Some places I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I don't know what everybody else does.
I know Nathaniel doesn't like it with beans in it.
Oh, he doesn't?
No. But ours is going to have beans in it.
I like mine with beans. I think that's the definition of chili that I would know.
That, to me, the other kind is hot dog chili. So we have the onion done. Now we're going to do the garlic. Get that in a pan. And we'll saute all that stuff together. This garlic we got off of some Amish friends of ours whenever we were doing spaghetti sauce. So, I think I'm only going to do 3 cloves. This calls for 4 cloves, but this is pretty pungent. My husband's not a big fan of garlic, so I do have this handy dandy little smasher tool that I'll use. You just put the garlic in, squish it in there, and then you just press it down and it comes out. And I'm going to do this over the pot so that I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so in our pot we have our onion, our garlic, and our green peppers with some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to saute those up a little bit. Once those are good and soft, then I will add our burger. So, pretty easy so far. I will say that this is 1 green pepper, a half of a sweet onion, and 3 cloves of garlic, and a sprinkle of kosher salt. I'm a big advocate of seasoning as you go, so you build the flavor. Typically I would leave the onions, peppers, garlic in the pan and just go ahead and do the burger in there with it. But this isn't our farm-raised burger. This is burger that was bought from the grocery store, and it tends to have a lot of nasty fat with it. So I took it out so that I can drain the burger once it's done.
So this is going to be top of the line stuff or what?
I hope.
You hope. Well, I'm about starved to death, I can tell you.
Oh, please. You just had some spaghetti for lunch.
Yeah, but you know I got this Gordon Ramsay palate, and you tried to bamboozle me with ragu spaghetti sauce.
Prego.
Prego, whatever.
It was still half ours.
Yeah, but it was half junk, too.
Maybe you can appreciate how much fat's in there.
Do you know what percentage that was supposed to be? Was that 80-20 or?
I think it was 85-15.
Really?
Nasty. Some people call it flavor, but we're not used to that.
We like ours. We watch another fellow on YouTube that adds a bunch of fat to his burger, but we like ours lean.
And I know they say fat's where the flavor is, but only if it's farm raised. Only if it's ours.
Well, that's just gross. If it coats your mouth, if you feel like you got to go scrape your tongue when you're done, I don't think that's not flavor.
Yeah, that's not going to happen here. So we're going to drain that, get everything back together, and finally start the chili. It looks very disgusting, but in here is Worcestershire sauce, beef bouillon cubes. That's how you say it, right? Some chicken stock and some garlic powder. So I'm going to let that cook down and then add all the good ingredients that make it a chili. In here we have our beef, the onions, the green peppers, the garlic. We have some stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, chicken stock, beef bouillon, hand me my tomato powder.
Tomato powder?
So I'll put some of our homemade tomato powder that we made when we made our spaghetti sauce in there. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe it'll be our secret ingredient from here on out. We shall see. I don't know. I just put a little bit of everything in there.
Gosh.
Oh gosh. And this is what happens when your husband...
Well, that's why you don't let me do stuff.
Made
Yeah,
face.
I'll tell you right now.
Oh my, what a mess. This isn't... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
You looking for another helper?
That's funny. So here's our chili. It's all put together. I've got the beans in there. A bunch of spices. A secret spice. What do you guys use for your secret spice? Just let it cook down for a couple more minutes and then it's ready to eat. For my family that doesn't like chili. Yay. Okay, so my bananas are finally softened from my frozen state. So I have cream cheese, just a block of cream cheese, and 3/4 cups of butter, both softened, and I'm going to beat those together. So I'm just going to turn my mixer on and, well, maybe turn it off and turn it back on. What's wrong? So I had to reset it. It was on and I had to stop it and turn it off and reset it. So we'll just beat this. Looks nice and creamy. Probably should have softened my butter a little more. Looks like it's... Okay, so we've been making a lot of sweet tea. So I'm out of regular sugar, but I did have this raw cane sugar that I'm going to use for this. It'll be fine. It'll still taste good. Probably taste even better. So it's probably a blessing in disguise. So I beat the cream cheese, the butter, and the sugar until it was fluffy. Light and fluffy, and I'm going to now add an egg. Well, actually 2 eggs, but I'm going to do it one at a time. So I'll put my egg in and I'm just going to whip it up in there. That's my second egg added. Sorry, I forgot that. There you go, but I couldn't crack an egg and do the camera. So I got my cameraman back.
It's football time. I don't know why she's not cameraman. So what was it you just said?
I have never frozen bananas and used them in banana nut bread before, so I don't even know what to expect with frozen bananas, that they don't feel great. But everybody swears that it's fine, so I'm going to go with that.
Who's everybody?
The internet. So I'm going to go with that, and we're just going to yeet them in there. So, like, it looks like a banana. I'm just going to... It's very soft, though. It's nasty.
Are you just going to squeeze it out?
Yeah.
Oh, it's runny.
Yeah.
I didn't get that very good. We're going to have to do that.
Well, I got 2 more. Oh, what a mess.
I didn't expect it to be liquidy, soft,
Bananas
creamy.
are a lot of water. So I'm just cutting the top of it off, and then I'm just going to...
When you eat it, it's got like a pretty good
Well, yeah,
consistency.
these have been frozen, so all that water got concentrated. Well, I guess all the banana flavor got concentrated. I'm trying to get it so you can see.
I got it.
It's disgusting.
Does it feel disgusting?
Yeah, you should do one.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, do one.
No, you got it.
No.
I
You
don't
just
want to get my
gotta.
hands messy today.
It's not like that's what I'm preventing. So let's let you do one. Just pick it up.
Oh my gosh. It's
I know,
terrible.
I told you. And then
I
just
don't
squeeze
like
it
it
in
at
there. Isn't that nasty?
That's terrible. There, we need to have pigs because we have way too much slop.
Yeah. All
Where'd you
right.
put these at?
In the garbage. Okay, so
Well, wait a minute. You didn't show that. Did you show? You didn't.
I didn't mix the bananas in yet.
No, the chili. We had. This is an eclectic situation.
It's very eclectic.
We're making banana nut bread, and we had chili, and we didn't get to see what the chili turned out. It was good. It was good chili.
So, I am notorious for taking a recipe and figuring out a way to decide to make it different, my own, whatever. So I have this recipe. Never really used it before, so we'll see how that turns
The
out.
recipe or that stuff?
The recipe. This is just simple vanilla. It calls for half a teaspoon. I'm adding a little more than that. Because honestly, it's not going to hurt anything. And something else that I'm adding that's not in the recipe is coconut extract. I'm just going to add a splash of that. It's not going to be... It just adds a little bit of a tropical taste that I like with banana. So why not? Right? Coconut and bananas.
Banana, so.
Coconut and bananas. It just makes sense to me. I don't know why people don't put it in their banana nut bread.
I don't know, but I think a banana nut bread is like a homey thing. I don't think it about a tropical thing.
Well, it's not tropical, but it just adds that taste.
I'm sure it'll be delicious.
We'll see. So I'm going to mix all that up together with the bananas, and hopefully it's not too disgusting. Should put the shield on. Okay, so in this bowl I have 3 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to slowly and gradually add that into my liquid mixture and combine it. So stay tuned. Okay, so that's with the flour added in, and I'm about to add some pecan pieces, about a cup of pecan pieces, and mix those in, fold those in. As soon as that's done, I'm going to pour the mixture into 2 greased pans. These are my favorite ones. They're made here in America. They're USA pan, so they're my favorite. I only have one, so I use one of those, and then the other one's a Baker's Secret. So this is what it looks like. I just folded in the pecans. I'm just going to pour it into my 2 pans that I have greased. So divide it equally as best I can. I'm not very good at that, but that's what I'm going to do.
Looks like you need 3 pans. I guess you need a sturdier countertop.
Now I'm just going to sprinkle some more pecans on top. It's cooking pretty good. Okay, so I took out the banana nut bread and I inserted a spaghetti noodle just to see if it was done, and it is. I really like how the American pan bakes compared to this one.